Yo, boys, I will show you, me, my little chicken, how to know the basics of VFM, how to fly any plane. So basically, if you go here, this is basics of basics. You can choose what plane you want. Either random, you get either F-16 or T-16, but yeah, in real life it's F-16. So either you get the F-16, the F-15, or the F-18 cut glass. My pick, what I would tell new players to choose would be the F-15 because it's like more starter friendly. You know, you get to know the basics well and stuff. And so if you want to change the joystick and stuff to have it on the side, you go in settings, you just go in game, joystick tracking, rotation. That's what you probably have it on default. I'm not sure though, but this is mostly wrist rotation. And the one between the legs is the whole arm has to move to actually be able to move the jet. And then here are the ranked matches to get elo, so rank. Yep. So here is that. Otherwise, history, stats, and stuff. Leaderboard. That's not really important. Then here we have to like train, kind of. Is like bot match, free flight, academy, and replays. Replays is when you play in public lobbies, or I'm not sure in ranked lobbies, but replays are when you have like, let's say, a great match and you like kill all three of them in a 3v3 and you save the replay. You can go check out the replays and like see what you did and stuff. And then free flight is just you fly freely just to train, kinda do maneuvers and whatever you want. Then bot match, you play against bots. And then here you can create matches, like here host one, like a 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4. Yeah, here you start the lobby, and then to join, you press on join, go read all the ones you want to join. What I find hard is to join the lobby because most of them are always in matches, but anyways, that's basically, otherwise, academy, those are also things you can use to train, like concept maneuvers, like you have to two circle is like, let's say both F-15s go like into a merge. A merge is like a point where you have to cross each other and then they start fighting. A two circle is one F-15 goes this way and turns like this, and the other one turns like this, so it's like two circles and then they meet again and have a face to face and shoot. That is a two. Well, I won't explain all of this, but this is basically just to train your like flying. You have practice, VR controls. Yeah, this will like tell you everything you need to know. And then on the throttle, when you want to flare, this is the throttle. If you pull it all the way back, the engines will cut. And then here is full throttle, so afterburner's on. Then here, yeah. And if you're, I'll go in free flight just to show y'all.
Get ready.
So
3, 2, 1. Lights on.
So yeah, you have the throttle right here. I'm on full afterburner now, but if you want like to press, like if you hit like these three like little buttons right here are the alarms for missiles. If you see a yellow one that says launch, you don't really need to do anything for that one. Yeah, well maybe you flare, but that's just in case. You don't really need to. You never need to basically when it's only the yellow one. But when the yellow one and the MWS, it's a MWS and it's red. When that one, or like that one alone, or that one and the launch one, you have to pull your afterburner all the way back and press Y on your controller, and that will flare. So shoot out flaming balls of fire. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to say. Anyways, it will shoot out these balls of fire to like make the missile blow up on these flaming like hot spots, let's say, to keep the missile from hitting your jet. And so that's why. And then here you have countermeasure rate, so flare rate. If you put it on 1, you have to like spam click Y to like get them out of your jet. Otherwise, what I would do if you're like a new player is you put it on 4 or 3, and then you can just hold the button and it'll shoot the flares for you. And then here we have the radar system, and tells you if there's an enemy locked onto you. If there's an enemy, it's red, and there's gonna be a circle around it, like whatever jet it is. Like if it's an F-16, it's gonna say 16 in red. With if he's locked onto you, there will be a red circle around the F-16, like the 16, you see. And if he's not locked onto you, you're just gonna see a 16 on your red. And teammates are blue, and same for if they're locked onto you, it'll be a blue circle. And it'll show you compared to your position where they are. So like here, they're at my 3 o'clock, so right over here, and I'll see like a 16 red locked onto me. I'll just turn over here and face him so we can fight. And then again on the throttle, if you want to, let's say, slow down and you're going way too fast, if you hold the afterburner and press trigger, that will deploy the air brake. See how fast the speed is like going down? That will like deploy a little panel. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that little panel right there, and make the jet slow down because of air friction. Yeah, that's it. And then here we also have, if you want to do like maneuvers on the F-15, it's not that. You can't do really any maneuvers on the F-15, like no covers and stuff. You can kind of, but it's not made for it. The best plane to do maneuvers is the F-18. You can really cobra, do whatever you want, but it's a stall machine. Anyways, you can also hold the throttle, press X, and that will deploy the AOA. If it's a button that like makes your maneuvers unlimited, because normally you have a limited amount, like limit of how like fast you can turn, and to not like break the jet and like blow it up. If you press it, it will allow you to do maneuvers and like kind of do cool stuff and maneuvers to like get away from the enemy, but it will also make you lose a ton of speed. That's all you have to know here. And then on the throttle, the joystick here, if you hold it and press B, like hold it, and you have missiles equipped. I don't have missiles equipped now, but if you have missiles equipped and you hold B, you'll see a small circle, and when it's like when someone is locked by your missile, you'll hear like a wee. It's the alarm saying you're locked onto someone. And if you keep holding B and press trigger, it will send the missile out for them. They can easily like make the jet go for them, the flares, but still, if you're close enough, the missile will like 90% of the time hit the enemy. Otherwise, yeah, that's all we have here. And then if we press A while holding the joystick, that's PTT, the radio where you can talk to your teammates. And then here, what the hell is going on? Oh, my thing's kind of glitchy. That's not normal, but here, I think when you join the game for the first time, you want to turn this on. Press this switch and pull it up, so you have the radar on. Scan is probably the worst one. It's just if you're trying to do like real kind of missions. You have the like best. You can see people like farthest away, and then here are the nautical miles. This is a little harder. You don't need to know that, but so I chose 40. So that big circle is 40 nautical miles around me, and then here is 20. The small circle is half of that number. And so let's say I see an enemy on the small circle right here. Let's say there. I'll say, oh yeah, 20 nautical miles away, 2 o'clock, and I'll just go head, at 2 o'clock, so right over here, kinda, and go straight for him. Yeah, that's all you need to know. And then there's 20 nautical miles. This is the 20 nautical, and then here's 10 nautical miles. Yeah, that's not that hard. And then scan, that's probably if you just, yeah, like I told you, just do kind of realistic missions. BST is more for accurate, like missile locks. If you want to use a missile, like that big circle, the enemy has to be in that circle so you can lock him, and then you can send the missile or be locked onto him and shoot like this. And then vert, that's the one I preferably use. This is the HUD, the glass thing where you can see the lines and the speed and stuff. So vert, if they're like the enemies up there, not in your HUD, the radar will still lock onto you even if you're up there and not in the HUD. That's why it's so overpowered. But the enemy has to be between these two vertical lines. And then yeah, that's why I use vert. It locks the fastest. It's just kind of a pain when you like try to lock an enemy and your teammate's kind of close to the enemy. And yeah, so it locks onto your friend, and sometimes you might have problems with that. Otherwise, other than that, I just have to show you how to shoot. That's what most new players don't know how to do. So if you're locked onto someone, these two like jiggly lines, between them, if you're locked onto an enemy, you'll see a circle, like a tiny circle, always between these little jiggly lines. And you have to align that circle perfectly on the enemy. And then when you shoot, it will hit the enemy. Or if it's too far, it won't, and yeah. But it most of the time hits its target, and you will kill the enemy. And that little box over there I just went through is a reload zone. So if you go through it, you get ammo back, your fuel back, your flares back, everything back. And then yeah, here you have the board where it says how many people on your team or on the enemy team died. Here's your timer, here's your radio volume. I think I've told you everything that you really need to know, but yeah, that's basically all that you need to know to fly a plane in VFM, the basics. And then you just have to train a bit more to have faster like reflexes and just know how to fly better. And yeah, obviously if you want to go up, you pull back on the stick, you go up. If you want to turn left, you put it depends. If I have it on the side right now, but if you want to turn left, you just turn your wrist towards the left till you're like vertical to the ground, perpendicular like this, and then you just pull back and you'll turn. And same for the right side, you want to put it till you're like this and turn. And if you want to go down, never push, like to go down, you can also push on the joystick, point it down like this, like push it. But if you do that, I'll show you right now, like your vision gets red because of all the blood from your legs and stuff rushing to your brain, and that's why your vision goes red, and then if you pull too much, I don't think I'm gonna manage, but if you go fast, yeah, I'm not going fast enough, but your vision will go black, and your vision will go tunneling, like tunnel vision. That's when you're pulling too many G's and the blood from your vein goes down in your legs. Yep. And then, yeah, that's really it. And then you just have to, like, train how to fly a bit. And, yeah, those are the basics. So, I hope you new players have a great time in this game. And, yeah, I hope you all have fun.